So the difference between these two is around 6 kilograms, which might throw some of you off. You might think that can't be right. That's a hell of a lot more. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't understand the difference between fat loss and weight loss. So I'm going to show you a real life example of this client. I'm going to show you exactly how this was possible and why she looks amazing in her photos, but it only equates to 6 kg weight loss. And this is going to throw a lot of you off. So let's dive straight into the screen. I'm going to show you. Right, let's do this. I'm going to show you exactly what we did. So let me take you through Ruqayyah's progress photo first of all. So I'll just go back here and you can see for yourself. Decent change, right? But when you look at this number immediately, you're thinking 6.1 kg. That ain't right. That can't be true because it looks like a hell of a lot more than 6.1 kg. But let me talk you through it, right? Ruqayyah was exercising and she was lifting weights, okay? Obviously she started off slow, but she was able to lift weights and develop some muscle tissue, which is what the scale won't tell you. So I just don't understand why people to this day are still obsessed with numbers. This would look a hell of a lot more than 6.1 kg, but she toned up in the process and she was happy with what she saw, because at the end of the day she wanted to make sure that she kept the weight off. So let me walk you through it. So we've got the breakdown here. 6.1 kg is what we're looking at, around 3.9% waist reduction here, and this is kind of the background. So she's a nurse from Walsall, and she was working in a hospital, so that was quite erratic as it is, because a lot of people who work in healthcare, you guys have very unpredictable lives and very stressful lives as well. Okay, so she wanted to lose body fat and feel good within herself. So month one, we're looking at around about 2. Normally when you start off, right, you will see the bigger rates of weight loss, but I wasn't counting the weight as her progress. I just wanted to kind of get an idea as to where she was at, because she was a serial dieter, so I was tracking her weight here just to make sure that things are moving in the right direction, but we relied on photos a hell of a lot more. Okay, initially she was sending them over to her female coach, and then she got comfortable and she sent them over to me. We do that with everyone. So daily calorie intake, which is a bit on the lower end, but that's what she could handle. She couldn't eat more, but she found this to be a decent range. Fiber around 28 grams, which is very important. Protein 115, which is on the higher end, which is good. And she was training twice a week as well. So I can send this full breakdown to anyone that wants it, just so you can see exactly what we do here. Her tea habit was kind of the one thing that she was struggling with, because that was more of a cultural thing for her, because she took a lot of time in the evening to relax, especially after a long shift. So that was a big thing for her. Okay, so we built that in for her. All of our clients have their own little dashboard. I've got a dummy one, but I can't show you the client's one, obviously. So we've got the podcast. They've got a wee tracker, personalized meal planners, a Desi calorie tracker, resources, stuff to save them money on a weekly basis, and mindset videos as well. Now the reason I do this is because life is so busy, it's so unpredictable, and we just want to make sure that a client can just pick up their phone, message me if they get stuck, or click any of these buttons and it will give them tons of help and resources just like that. Okay, so there's no excuses when it comes to working with us. So we're on the build phase next. So this was a modest 0.9 kg that was lost. Waist measurements came down, and progress photos were looking good. Nothing really changing here. There was a 50 calorie drop, which obviously we set for her. We didn't tell her to do everything herself. We just gave her the planner and she followed it. She moved up with 3 sessions. She found that she could manage that, and she was a bit disheartened because obviously 0.9 kg for a lot of people doesn't seem like much, but the photos were showing her something else. Okay, and again, I want to track everything. I want to make sure you guys know the stuff that probably didn't work. So food logging was something that she kind of struggled with a fair bit, so we wanted to make sure we weren't overwhelming her, but we made sure that every month there's something that is moving in the right direction, something positive. So for her, obviously she felt a lot more in control. Even though there were inconsistent logs, she just felt she was able to get up now and make better decisions. If she wanted some toast, some white bread and some butter, she had a couple of tablespoons of Greek yogurt with it at the side, and maybe a bit of fruit, something to, I guess, balance everything out. Okay, 1.1 kg, and this kind of coincided with Eid as well. So 1550 calories, again more on the lower end, but it's what she can manage. My recommendation for calories are unique to everyone. Obviously, when you look at the calorie breakdown, you can use tons of calculators out there. Everyone is going to be different, so you cannot You cannot follow what someone else is doing, okay? I've got individuals who start off in 2,200 calories, sometimes more. I have individuals, for example, nurses, I get them on slightly higher calories because they're going to be moving throughout the day. You drop them gradually, okay? So again, I can send this over to you to make some good reading, but again, for her, it was the fact that she was able to wear an outfit. I think I put it here. Yeah, she was able to wear something, wear shawarkmis here and feel good about it. And she wasn't, uncomfortable in it, because they see clothes and stuff. Like, I have so many clients who go to the Asian Asian clothes shop, and they just feel uncomfortable trying on gamises and stuff because they just feel a bit, uncomfortable. We want to make sure people are beyond that now, right? Again, not the kg off, which again doesn't seem like a lot, so I'm doing this video, but it's important you understand the process, because clothes, how the mirror looks, how progress photos are looking are far more important. So that's why we started to rely. So in month 1, it was more about just how you feel and a little bit of measurements, but as the months progressed, we're looking at outfits, very important, how you feel, performance, etc. And we didn't really go beyond 3 training sessions per week at this stage. Again, training up to 3 times a week was what she could manage. And she had she had an event, actually it was a wedding if I remember correctly, which is what she wanted to work towards. And again, this 1 kg off. And the reason I'm doing this is because the sooner you understand the process of fat loss compared to just weight loss, the easier this journey is going to be. And looking at this again, as I said, she looks phenomenal here, but that does not, equate to 6.1 kg when you first see it. You're probably thinking it's a hell of a lot more, but she added some lean muscle tissue in the process. Obviously, she was wearing a long sleeve top here, so you can't see like ridges and body fat, and kind of her arms being a bit puffier, but they're a hell of a lot more toned here. You can tell, and her posture looks a bit better. Glutes lifted ever so slightly. She wasn't really big on leg training because she had a previous issue. She had like a torn hamstring from something, if I remember correctly, and we were quite limited with what we could do for her leg training, so glute development probably lagged behind a little bit, but her midsection, everything worked tremendously well, and her health markers are moving in the right direction as well. So yeah, I thought I'd share this with you because sometimes it's important that you take progress photos and you don't just look at numbers. Very, very important. Now I'll leave you guys to it. If you found that helpful, do let me know below, or if you want to be the next client who has achieved or will achieve a transformation, check out the link. You can hear some stories. We're all about making sure the proof is there. You can check out more clients over here, read a bit more about me, but there's a little calculator you can click on. It will take you literally seconds to complete. A wee form that you can fill out. You can learn more about how we do things here and what we do, and I'll hopefully catch you guys very, very soon, and I'll be back with another educational video on the YouTube channel very, very soon. I'll catch you guys next time.